Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zero from TechDragon.info, and today we have Venom Ghosts, but it's not really about him. I know I've shown him yesterday. What? The frack? Really? Wow. What the hell? Was it the T-150 that shot him? Don't return fire. Don't do it. Don't do it. Good. I'm sorry. Sure. You shoot somebody in the cap circle and only after he says something about it, you're sorry? If it happens, which sometimes accidentally, if you click into the game, shit can happen, but if that happens, the absolute first thing you do is you say sorry, and you explain why it accidentally happened. You don't say sorry after they talk to you like, what the frack was that? So I very much doubt that was a sincere apology and he did it on purpose. Douchebags. Sadly, they're everywhere. So, anyways, the reason I'm showing this is because it is in the Oni with all of its frickin' guns. This thing is like a battleship. It has guns everywhere. You don't even know where to look. There's a machine gun, a smaller gun, another smaller gun, big gun. At least this one doesn't have a turret in the back. Yes, there's actually new Japanese tanks with turrets in the back. Yeah. So we are heading into town here and seeing what we can. Oh, it's a KV-2. Ow. I'm not quite sure how much damage that did, but that did actually do some damage. And there's a KV-85. We'll see some more of him later. He's not going to go down very easy yet. Coffee. I figured since this is going to be a pretty slow game, I mean it's in Oni, what do you expect? It's not going to be a high-paced game. I got myself some coffee. Oh, getting shot in the ass. And reverse ass scrape actually works in this tank. Put a nice snapshot into the easy, not the easy, the jumbo there, the E2. T29 not looking at us gives us a nice opportunity for a side shot. If the shot wouldn't go high and go into his turret there. Looking at the jumbo. Jumbo's gonna fire an angle and no damage done. Really? Where the hell did that one go? Getting shot from both angles here. You can see the damage indicators where the damage is coming from. Getting shot in our engine deck here. But we kind of have to face forward here because that's where the big ones are. And it would be nice if our bloody IS behind us would actually do something. And, I don't know, maybe shoot the damn medium that's behind us? That would be nice. Got an IS peeking around, bouncing his shot. T29, bounce his shot, good. Come on, come on, come on, there we go. Finished one of them off. IS over there. Medium finally finished off behind us, about damn time. Come on, reload. Reload on this gun is pretty damn long though. Shot goes wide and actually goes into his track, going forward, bouncing a T-43 shell. We're gonna face hug the IS. And he hits our optics, but I have no idea how that thing hit. Where the hell did that shell go? I have absolutely no idea how he hit that. And we bounce a shot from the KV-85. Finish off the IS there, who just ignored us like, nope, 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 screw this, it's not working. KV-85 duking back and forward here, trying not to get shot. Kind of inevitable. Getting shot from the front and the rear. This thing doesn't care. We just casually ram into him to do some damage there. And we finish him off. Oh, we light him on fire. Come on, burn. Ah, he puts out the fire at 40 health remaining. The IS finally moves up and does some damage, but gets finished off by the KV-2. Oh man, for a slow tank, this is still quite some action here. Holy crap. Time to shoot the KV-2. He just fired, so we know he's reloading. Okay, put a shot into his face. Pull back. Time for some more coffee. And we bounce his shot. Isn't he using the derp gun? Wait, what? I'm pretty sure he's using a derp gun. Did we just bounce a derp gun shot? Okay. I guess that's possible. Oh yeah, I think so. I'm very confused. I don't know. There's so many scratch marks on this paint, I can't tell where the KV hit. It might be that one in the middle or that one, I'm not sure. But yeah, this thing is tough. Like, really, really tough. Like, none of these are weak spots, not even machine gun ports. This thing is pretty sturdy. If I'm not mistaken, this hatch you see on the front here in the middle right now, that's a weak spot, and that driver slit underneath that turret there. And maybe the machine gun port here, but I'm not entirely sure. Turret is definitely not weak. Let's actually speed this up a bit. I don't think, no, he's not going to see any more action after this point. He's going to try to put a shell in, but it's not going to work. So I just want to show you guys what these tanks are capable of. And this is the normal speed. This thing is not fast at all. It's pretty damn slow. So, trying to put a shot into the ELC, and nope. And the ELC is getting wrecked, and he is almost gone. Gone. So, let's take a look at the stats. So, while this certainly wasn't the most amazing game ever, it's not like it was a 1 versus 8, but we were pretty severely outnumbered in town, and we did manage to hold all of them off and kill them all. As far as I could tell, we only had us, Venom Ghost, and the IS in town, and I think nobody else, so I think we did pretty well. We managed to walk away with 3 kills, I think. We got spawning damage in the ELC. We actually spotted him. What the frick? T43, we got some spawning damage on him. At the end there, he got finished off by somebody else. Don't know whom, but E25. I don't even remember seeing that thing. Oh, wait, at the very beginning. Okay, got some spawning damage there. Medals, we got a steel wall and a high caliber and a shell proof, and an ace tanker, but since this tank is so new, not many people have played it. The ace tanker really doesn't say all that much just yet, but we did walk away with 1450 experience and we did 3.8k damage, so even though it was a pretty calm and relaxed kind of game, it was a good game where you could see where in this tank you can very much, or should very much, prioritize who you're gonna shoot. If you have some medium with not a very high pen gun, angle your ass armor towards him and, like, you know, at a diagonal towards him, not straight. Yeah, you know what I mean. Angle it for him. There we go. And just ignore him and prioritize the guys with bigger guns. In this case, the IS and the, what was the other one? The T29 that he had in front of him. And just focus those down first because their guns are way more dangerous. Higher pen, higher damage, so you definitely want to focus down first, and that's what Venom Ghost did very well here. He just left a medium tank behind him, the Jumbo E2, in the hope that the IS would take him out. And the IS was excessively slow at actually putting pressure on the Jumbo, which kinda sucked. In moments like that, you really need to be able to rely on your team to see what's going on and put a show into him. You know, he had a line of sight on him, why not? So, yeah, that was kind of a bummer that we got shot in the bum. More than should have been necessary there. But still, the result in the end was there. We held the town, we held it well, and we did, clearly we did pretty well. So we fired 17 shots, hit 14, pinned 13. I'm not quite sure where we missed something. I didn't really see him. Oh, one on the ELC was a miss. And one at the T29 that for some reason looked like it was heading straight for him and went into the ground. I'm not sure what kind of equipment Venom Ghost is running on this thing, but if this thing can, and I don't know off the top of my head if it can or not, mount a vertical stabilizer, I would say it can probably use one, but I'm not sure if this thing can. I think... I'm trying to remember. I think with these Japanese heavies, it was only like tier 8 before they could actually mount a vertical stabilizer. It was pretty late on in the heavy tree, but I'm not sure about that off the top of my head, so don't quote me on that one. But yeah, we got 27 hits onto us, not fired, but we took 27 hits. Only 6 of those penetrated, 21 did not, for 5.2k damage blocked by armor. You can imagine what this tank can do in even better matchups where you just have people in front of you and not surrounded, but even when this tank gets surrounded, because of the armor, you actually have time to prioritize people and take out the most important targets first and still have a pretty damn good chance of bouncing off your ass. And that's what you're gonna see with this tank. A lot of people that will just ignore certain people, shoot the most important targets first, which you should always do, obviously, but medium tanks have the tendency to have high DPM, so even though a heavy, has a bigger gun, the medium will out-damage the heavy. So it's not like you want to ignore the medium tanks, but in this case, the medium tank here, the easy, I keep calling it the easy, the jumbo, had like lower penetration gun, which is off the top of my head 128 penetration, which does not have that great of a chance to actually pen your ass. So it was absolutely the right thing to just ignore him, hope that your teammate would pick up the kill on the jumbo there, and you just focus on the heavies that were in front of you. So that's what I wanted to showcase with this heavy and how you should use this thing. And if you're in a situation like that where you have people in front, behind, side, prioritize who has the biggest gun, who has the biggest pen, which is very important, and shoot them first and take those out first. So in order of penetration, we would probably want to take out the T29 first with just under 200 pen, then the IS with its 175 pen, and then the medium tank, the jumbo behind us with 128 pen. And yes, in order to do that, you do need to know the penetration values of those tanks, and that is something you can only learn over time. It's not like you're going to start this game and know those things, but eventually, if you've played those tanks, you'll know what their penetration values are, and you'll just, later on, you'll know them, and you need to prioritize, especially in a tank like this that really relies on its armor. You just need to take out the biggest threats first, and the rest is just, you'll shrug it off, and they probably won't pin most of their shots, if not all of them. So yeah, I just wanted to show this replay because, the Japanese heavies are all the new thing right now. And just to help you guys decide if you like this tank or not, if it's going to be functional, or if you come across it, what not to do. And just sitting in front of it is not a good idea. Try to get around, try to get its sides, shoot above the spaced armor, which is a really good idea on this tank. And yeah, shoot above the tracks. There's a flat bit of armor that's really weak on the side. But the tracks are spaced armor, so, but the bit above that, so just, if you see the side profile of this tank, see where the tracks are, and then at the center structure, shoot just above that. So just below the turret, there's a flat bit, shoot there. It's only about 70 millimeters, give or take, and that's where you pen this thing easy. Like anything pretty much can pen that thing, but you need to know where it is, so there you go. It also has a hatch on top, but it's pretty damn small. Well, this was a bit of a rant, but hopefully this is interesting to you guys. It was sure interesting to me to see how powerful this tank can be if people don't know where to shoot it. And it is a bit of a new tank kind of problem. Like, people don't quite know where to shoot this thing. And I have the same issue with certain guns. If I'm, for instance, in a, I don't know, let's just say a Centurion, even though I don't think a Centurion can meet this. Well, no, it can. Yeah, Centurion 7/1. You have 263 pen, give or take. You don't care. You'll just pen this thing more than likely in most spots that are not too sloped. While if you're in a different tier 9 that only has, let's say, 200 pen, it's a completely different way you need to shoot this thing and what you can pen. So it's not even so much of knowing its weak spots, but knowing with your particular tank and how much penetration you have, what its weak spots are. They're technically not the same for every tank. If a weak spot is 210 millimeters thick, that's a quote-unquote weak spot, and you have 260 pen, then yeah, you'll pen. But if you only have 198 penetration, then that 210 millimeter weak spot is all of a sudden not a weak spot anymore. And you'll only be able to pen it maybe 50% of the time, if that often. So weak spots are not a predefined thing. It really depends on what tank you're driving and how much pen you have on the tank that you're currently driving. So, a lot to think about. A lot of talking. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.